Oh, attackers, go on. João Andrade. What a goal.
And again, Gavin Fernando on the 6-yard line. 99th minute. 9 minutes of injury time, and Gabby has won it for Stretford Paddock.
Shot of goal. Oh! Wow!
And that is that. Stretford Paddock, first piece of silverware. Tony Downs Memorial Trophy.
Hello, you're listening to the Stretford Paddock Fans Podcast. I'm joined today by Claire.
Hello.
And Stu.
Evening up the paddock.
Right, so we've just established that none of us have ever done a podcast before, so we're completely winging it. We've got no skills, but hopefully this is a little space in the universe where Paddock fans from around the world, supporters, members, I'm sure there'll be haters at some point that will listen in, but can get a little glimpse of what's going on at Paddock, talk to fellow people from around the world, and generally get their Paddock fix midweek when there aren't any games on. So starting from the top, we've got Claire here. Many of you will know who she is, but some of you may not. So Claire, do you want to let people know who you are, how you got involved with Paddock, what you do and what you don't do every day?
How long have we got? So I'm Claire. My official title is Operations Manager. However, that literally means everything right now. Obviously I have Dave Pritt, who helps quite a bit with sort of the secretary side, but everything else, there's a phone ringing. Someone's left a phone. You want to just let me just get rid of it? I'm so sorry.
We'll go on to you then, Stu. So Stu, how did you get involved with Paddock? Well, and what do you do day to day? And we'll go back to Claire, who's probably sorting out another problem with the club.
Yeah, no worries. I'll interject for her. I've got no mobile phones here that are going to go off. Don't worry. So yeah, I'm the Stretford Paddock, one of the fan reps here at the club. Recently voted in by other members, which was really nice for them to vote me in that manner and get me involved with the club in a way that I love. So I got involved with the club. It goes back a few years, really, back to when I was a Man United season ticket holder. I'd already been following Stretford Paddock for I think a couple of years, but when all the Super League fiasco kicked off, that really kind of dented my belief in football, and Stretford Paddock really filled a gap for me in aligning who I am with football and what I believe football should be achieving for people, for communities, etc. And it was a fantastic opportunity for me to start to take my time at the pitch side to a non-league club, which aligned more with me. So I got involved with the club that way as a match-going supporter a couple of seasons ago, and then through conversations with Brian Casey of the Irish Supporters Club, he got me more involved with social media. I was able to follow the club even more closely. I got to more matches, and then he suggested that I started a fanzine or fanzine. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I did that last year. I was responsible for kind of getting some funds together for a flag for the to represent kind of our global fan base at matches, those types of things. And I think that's what led to other members voting me in as the fan rep. So that's kind of my role with the club, and I'm now involved with attending committee meetings and taking that fan's voice to people like Claire to those meetings and raising important topics that members want to be discussed with the likes of Claire and Stu and Janine, Craig, etc. at the top of the club. So yeah, that's my privilege.
And alongside that, you are pretty much a home and away fan, aren't you? You go, pretty much every game of the season now.
Yeah. My wife sees me coming and going most weekends, driving off all over the place. Ellesmere is a bit of a jaunt sometimes, but for the last two and a bit seasons, I've not missed very many games. I mean, a handful at most seasons. So yeah, there's some really fantastic grounds out there, and it's nice to be able to go and see what else is around the Cheshire leagues.
Claire, have you just fixed another problem for the club?
We're fixed. We're sorted.
Another
For
fire
now.
put out?
For now, I can't guarantee. I've put my phone on silent now, so we're all right. I thought it was, to be honest. So yeah, I'm Claire, operations manager. But I don't sort of. There isn't really a job role or any specific tasks, anything that comes my way. So I deal with any sort of behaviour, any sort of safeguarding issues, fixtures, facilities. I am sort of the voice between the club and all managers. I go to as many games as I can possibly get to, so that all teams sort of feel that we're not just one team and it's all about the first team. I like all the teams throughout the club to feel that they're just as important. So I try to build a relationship with all players, all managers, all staff. I'm sort of the go-to person for any sort of issues that arise. I look after finances, make sure bills are paid. It is endless. It is absolutely endless. I more or less work 7 days a week. I generally don't get a day off. And even when I'm taking a day off, something usually crops up and has to be dealt with.
Well, we just spoke off camera, Claire. What time did you start work today and what time did you finish?
Probably around 8 a.m. and I was still working at 8:25 tonight before we joined this. And I can tell you that since we came on, I've got on my phone right now 99 WhatsApp messages that are all football club Paddock related. You know, I don't mind. I love it. I love what I do. And I do think that I have made a very big difference this season in communication and in growing the club, and all positive. You know, hopefully the feedback I get and hopefully the feedback other people hear about the work that I do is all good. So yeah, that's sort of a brief. We'd be here all night, honestly, if I sort of went into detail about my role.
Yeah, I'm definitely not as
Biggest
close to
role
the...
is keeping Stu under control on a pitch side.
That's a full-time job in itself, right? That's all you... Is that
Do you know what? He's been great this season, to be fair. He's really behaving himself. I'm very proud of him.
I'm sure
The amount of times I've heard Claire over the seasons, Chris, have to say to me, "I'm gonna have to go over there now and go and make sure he's not gonna do anything silly."
On match days, I try to sort of be with the fans, and because that's my opportunity to sort of talk to that side of the community. I'm with the lads before the game, I'm with the lads after the game. I make sure I organise the food at home games so that the lads have got somewhere in the clubhouse to go and make it a bit of a thing. But I do try during the 90 minutes of the game to spend my time on the side of the pitch where the fans are, and there's been a lot of times where sort of the game that what's happening gets a bit tetchy, shall we say, and I then go and place myself between two dugouts. Saturday was a very good example of that.
I can't imagine that happening in Cheshire League 2 when the Paddock are playing. Like, I imagine it's all very friendly.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. It's all you know. It's all sportsmanship related and
yeah.
good, shall we call it?
I mean, Claire, like I'm not as close to the top of the club as you and Stu by any means, but like I think that's genuinely insightful for me. So I'm sure it will be for everyone else, just to see like what goes on like day to day running the club. It sounds like you're, you know, the lawyer, the accountant, the nurse, the carer, the referee, like kind of everything. So it's really good to know like what you get up to. And yeah, thank you for joining us and giving us a bit of insight from, you know, behind the scenes maybe later on.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And then for me, guys, I'm just hosting the podcast, so I don't have a special role at the club. I'm very much a prawn sandwich fan. I've been to one game, so and we lost, so I'm not going to go ever again.
Stay away. I'm
Again,
blaming Stu that we lost on Saturday. He wasn't there.
I wasn't there. No flag was there at the home ground, so
yeah,
No,
no, it's
it's all your
disappointing.
fault, Stu.
I'll take it on the chin.
We've
Yeah.
got a lot of these weird like superstitions, haven't we? Like we've got people that deliberately start drinking early on a Saturday because they did it once and the club won. So
Yeah.
For me, it's you've got to have your bacon and egg bagel in the morning with your cup of tea in this mug, and then everything will be rosy. But I missed my bagel on Saturday as well, so again,
See, it's all your fault. No, I have to be honest, I don't have any superstitions on match day. I go to too many matches, so I attend obviously on a Saturday morning before I come to first team. I go to the under-16s on a Saturday morning. And then on a Sunday, I tend to attend 2 under-16s games and an under-21s game, providing the timings slot in okay. Otherwise, I have to pick where I go, and then I get some choice words from players saying, "Oh, you've chosen them over us."
there you go. It really is a 7-day-a-week job, isn't it? Because you've got like the
It is.
games dotted around the weekend, like mornings, evenings, afternoons, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
Speaking of this season, then, guys, so we've been in this league for a while now. Got close to getting out of it, but not quite got over the line. As we chat right now, we're second in the league, and admittedly, we're ahead of Mersey Valley, who've got that game in hand, which they probably will win. But we're in the conversation, and it's end of February. So, as two people that go to most of the games, is it different this year? Does it feel any different? Like, are we? I don't know. From an outsider that doesn't go to that many games, it feels like a real possibility this year. Whereas before, we were kind of like outside bets.
Well, this is where you've hit my superstition, because I very much avoid talking about this. It's a conversation that I just don't want to jinx it. However, what I will say is what does feel very different is the attitude of the players, the camaraderie between the players, the dressing room, the atmosphere. And I think that all contributes to what's happening on the pitch.
There's definitely been a few games where I think we've drawn 2 where we were 2 down, like, and come back and scored late goals. And obviously in those games, you're disappointed not to win because you go into every game hoping to win. But, when you're 2 down and you get a late equaliser, they're games in previous seasons where probably wouldn't take any points. Yeah.
We've got some really big characters, but in a positive way this season, that are a real great positive voice, and that sort of know how to keep the lads going, keep it moving, keep them positive on the pitch and off the pitch. I'm really proud of them all this season. I think that the changes we've made this season are definitely the determination, the grit, and the attitude, and that's the difference for me this season.
Yeah, I think for me it's multifaceted. You've got first of all, completely agree with Claire. It's the culture is developed once again this season. You've seen players come in with this mentality, who want to lead, who want to win, who want to fight for the club and each other, importantly. And you'll regularly see them after matches, in social time, joking and messing around and having a laugh. As long as they've won. Pardon?
Usually playing darts
And having a beer and that, yeah. So I think that culture change has been huge. Then you've got things like Steve's tactical knowledge for the league has developed so much over the last couple of seasons that now he has got this squad at his disposal that allows him to be able to be flexible in the games, differentiate as per the opponents that he's up against, react to injuries and availability of players a lot better. So Steve's man management and tactical awareness of the league is really shining through this season. I think One of the biggest things for me when I look back on, in comparison to the last couple of seasons, though, is that winter period. When you look at the fact that we'd be at the Butcher's Arms last season. We had grass pitch, it kills the momentum. You can't get games on the pitch, and it's the same as the season before. I think the season before was at the mercy of the league, maybe, where we're having to cancel because the ground was flooded or whatnot. We couldn't get it onto a 3G pitch or whatnot. So this season's a complete contrast because the way that the club has managed that winter period, it's been fantastic. When we've not had games, the club have been proactive in making sure we've got friendlies to keep the lads' legs fresh. The deal with Hyde Football Club has allowed us to keep playing on a 4G pitch and use their fantastic facilities. So that for me has been absolutely pivotal to be able to maintain our progress this season in pushing for promotion spaces.
Do you know what? And if you look at the league in general, obviously you've got St Helens now, like top of the league, they're unbeaten. They've kind of demonstrated both of those points because they had a month off in the middle of the season where they didn't have any games. And after they've come back, they've struggled a little bit. So obviously they played Paddock in the cup and they got beat quite comprehensively at Hyde. And then since then, they've not been firing on all cylinders. However, they've shown that character, that
grit and spirit to come back.
They've been 2-0 down the last 2 weeks, and we're all getting a bit giddy in the group chat for Paddock. And then they've scored like 3 goals and 4 goals and turned it around. So it just shows like that mentality, that strength of character, those personalities like make such a big difference because clearly they've got them as well. So they've had a month off. They've been given a bit of a hiding by Paddock, and then they've gone into 2 very tricky games and come from behind to win them. So there's definitely a reason why they're top, and there's a reason why the teams at the top are there, and they're big factors behind that.
I think with St Helens as well, they've strengthened mid-season as well. I think they've brought in a couple of guys who have helped fill positions where they needed a bit more squad depth. One lad called, I think, Gibbo, plays out on the wing, I think. Fantastic footballer from what I've been told. And for people like that to come in mid-season to a club that's unbeaten in the league, that's going to be a massive morale boost. And that's something we felt as well with our fantastic youth coming in. We've had Dylan, etc. We'll probably go into this later on, but we've had those players that have helped to increase the squad depth mid-season, which helps to keep people's, like Mike Taylor's, legs a bit fresher. Bring him off after 60 minutes, it saves his legs a little bit more. So, those mid-season additions to clubs like St Helens, to Paddock are invaluable.
We're also at the moment attracting still new players. Hugo's not been with us that long, and
True.
then we've just signed Brian on, which you've not got. You've not seen Brian yet, but Brian is a new addition as well. So I think that, like you say, it's that fresh legs, it's that freshening it up, it's knowing Steve with it, man managing, and the way he's picking his teams and using his subs is very different this year. People are maybe not happy to be subbed off, but understand the reasons they're being subbed off rather than sulking because they've been subbed off. It's for the good of the team, and I think it's made a big difference.
To be fair, the last time I saw it on social, Mike Taylor got subbed off and he got a pint and he was drinking it on the touchline. So yeah, that's the attitude you need. Well, I'm not going to ask you, Claire, because you're superstitious, but maybe Stu, are we going up this season or not? Is it going to happen?
I'm not listening.
I'm weirdly, Chris, I'm the same as Claire. I sat in the clubhouse only a couple of weeks ago, and Steve was having his say on this, and I told him to stop talking so positively. I've seen him and heard him say these things before, and we can't let it affect the team because we need him to stay focused. So I believe that this is our best season, our best chance to get promoted. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I won't. I'm always very pessimistic. So I know in previous seasons we've been like languishing behind in like 3rd and 4th, and we get a lot of positivity in the group, and they think we're going to like catch these teams up, and I'd just be looking at the other teams thinking like, Pilkington are a good side, like Winsford, Claybrow, they're all really good sides. Like this is gonna take some doing. This year, I haven't seen anybody in the league where I think they're, light years ahead of Paddock, and we have to do something special. I think we're definitely in the conversation. I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say we're going up. It's definitely the best position we've been in at this time of the season.
And that's a fact. That
Yeah.
is a fact.
We're in second. I don't think we've ever been in second in February.
Never.
So
No, not in February.
So, speaking of this season, maybe I'll go to you first, Claire. Like, if you can look back on the long season which started at home against St Helens with that 2-2 draw, like a long time ago, like what's your highlight of the season so far? It could be a game, a goal, a moment, something off the pitch.
I think for me, it's got to be Dylan scoring his first team goal. It made me quite emotional, actually. I was quite choked up by it, because that's what we're about. We're bringing the youth through. We're growing the youth throughout the club, and they love sort of the first team is what all the youth from the under-12s upwards are looking at. I mean, the under-12s come to games on a Saturday and they watch, and you can see they're in awe. It's what they aspire to.
Yeah.
So to see Dylan sort of, obviously he was the first under 16 to join us because he was one of the first to turn 16, but he's grown in confidence. I think he's improved. He's a fantastic footballer, but his communication has improved. And to see him get involved with the lads now and get on that pitch and actually control games and dominate, and then to get an assist and a goal in one game was pretty special for me.
The kid's only going to get better as well, getting experience at 16.
Definitely. I just want to see more goals from the under 16s now.
What about you, Stu? What's your highlight of the season so far?
Just to mirror what Claire said, Dylan is a fantastic footballer. He's got such a mature head on him as well, hasn't he? But he can take the kicks, he can take the hits, he can take the.
I mean, I think I wasn't there, Stu, but was it the St Helens game?
St Helens game, yeah.
Where I was watching on FaceTime because I was an engagement party and I wasn't missing the game, and we had no VO. And I was watching on FaceTime the whole game. And at one point I'm screaming down the phone, tell him to get off him. Just tell him to get off him. But he really handled it so maturely and so well, didn't he?
He did. To answer your question about what my favourite part the season was, I think we'll go back to Newton and Willows away. We was 3-1 down with 10 men. Sam went to Mr. Miyagi somebody just after half time. So the lads had to claw back a 3-1 defeat, which it looked like for about half an hour to go, looked like it was going to get worse, to draw 3-3. And those sorts of points this season, the ones that I think we would have found even more valuable last year, they're the ones we wouldn't have got. So where we're clawing back to getting those points, very much like St Helens, where they look down and out and they're able to pull out something to get a point, 3 points to stay at top of the league. That's what promotion is made of. So my favourite part of the year is because it was spine tingling, is the 3-3 draw at Newton the Willows away with 10 men. That was fantastic.
I don't go to many games, as you know, and I watch them all on the VO camera when it's working, but I just remember absolutely dying with laughter watching Steve get sent off against Holton Farnworth. Like Liam cuts the images at half time, but I just switch over to the VO camera and you could just see him like remonstrating in the halfway line for a good 5 minutes. And when he got sent off, I was not surprised, but it just made it hilarious. It was classic, like angry, ranty Steve.
Thanks, Chris. Just remind me of their moments.
Yeah, but it made me laugh at least. It was a bad day for the team, like in terms of the points, but yeah, like just watching him stride out to the centre circle, I knew what was going to happen, like way before it happened.
And he'd already had a yellow at that point.
Exactly right.
We've got absolutely no chance, had we?
Let's not talk to Claire about High Kelmer away in the cup last season. Then let's just carry on.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah,
didn't happen.
All right, we've got to wrap this up, guys. So I'm going to give you a chance to say anything before we say bye. But Claire, I'm sure you've got some confidential information you can share with the listeners, as it's our first podcast. You've come prepared.
I have got an exclusive for you. As you all know, we put out for kits to be designed by fans. The kits were then designed. We picked a group of home, away, and a third shirt. That was then put out to a vote. I can tell you very quickly that the winner of the home kit is the vintage kit with 24.4% of the vote.
Close.
The away, which is the rugby looking style kit with the unusual badge. Away kit, which I knew it would be, which doesn't impress me, and you'll know why in a minute. I love it, it's beautiful, but I'm not happy. I wash the kits. It's the Lancia navy and gold, and the third kit was won by the Windrush kit. So they're the three kits that we will be putting into production, ready for next season.
Great, thanks, Claire.
We will out with the results fully, so everyone can see sort of what percentages they all got. But obviously we're short on time, so I won't go through percentages. But yeah, we will put it out in what order they came and where we were at with them. But yeah, so they're the three.
When might they be available, Claire, to pre-order or anything?
Stu, give me a chance. We only I would imagine it will be sort of before the start of the next season sometime. We want to play the black kit over the summer. Obviously, we want to get the first team and friendlies and get them wearing obviously the third kit a bit more from this season. But the home kit, I would think, will be the first to go into production. So as soon as we've got a date, you will be the first to know, Stu.
That's perfect. Thank you, Claire. Stu, any last words before we wrap up part one?
Yeah, thanks for having us, Chris. It's been fantastic to get onto the fans podcast. Just before I let you go, I just wanted to shamelessly plug the Stretford Paddock Supporters Fund. If you can pop a link in to accompany the fan podcast. The fund's being used to help purchase and replace the VEO camera that we've got. I think most people know now that unfortunately it is broken, the one we've got, so we're not able to live stream, and a lot of people do depend on the live stream, especially those fans that are abroad, people who are poorly. We look at the parents, guardians, the grandparents of those who are supporting the youths in the club who can't get to the pitch side. So we're at about £435 at the moment. We need to get to £595 for the new VO camera replacement. And if we're able to get there, this week we might be able to get the replacement VO camera for the upcoming St Helens and Mersey Valley games. And I know that everybody wants to see those because they're going to be top of the table clashes. So if anybody does have even a spare couple of quid that they're able to plonk into the supporters fund, that would be really appreciated and go a long way to getting us back online and enabling everybody to enjoy the matches.
Great, thanks for that, Stu. And that is it for part one. So join us in part two, where Claire, Stu and I will be joined by a very special guest. Hello, you're listening to the Stretford Paddock Fans Podcast. We're in a special part two of the first episode. We're joined by a very popular member of the first team squad, joining Claire and Stu. We've also got Florin. How are you, Florin?
I'm so good, thank you so much. You?
I'm great, thank you, mate. Firstly, you're injured. How's it coming along? Are you ready to play again soon?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm so ready. I'm happy as well. Because I don't like to be injured as well. But I'm well, to be honest.
So what have you done? Is it a leg injury, hand injury?
No, I was in the knee because I have some goalkeeper coach, Josh, who is doing some stuff with me, and in him shot the ball. I tried to stop the ball with my right foot, but I stopped so bad, just to save a ball. I don't know. I do that one every week, But I think because it was a poor warm up,
Yeah.
Maybe for that reason.
But you're going to go training tomorrow, see how it feels?
Oh, no, I feel so good,
Don't be rushing back, Florin. We need you for Lim.
No, I know, but
some big ones
I don't
coming
know.
up.
I have confidence, and I think I feel so good. I don't have more that pain what I had before. So everything depends on Tuesday. If I feel well as well and everything, because last week I have good training, I think, and I feel so good. And I said that to Steve last week. I feel good to play in the weekend, but Steve told me, no, mate, just keep it like that, and if you feel great, you're gonna start next week. So fingers crossed, you know.
I mean, it's great because obviously we love you in goal because you've kept so many clean sheets and you've got so
No,
many
thank you so
match
much.
performances. But if you win in goal, people are going to miss your Instagram live footage during the game. We need to find somebody else to do that.
I enjoy to do that as well, you know.
It's gone down really well, especially with no camera at the moment. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're just relying on you and Stu basically, like giving us footage of the game. So
That was clear
Florin
idea,
makes
to
me
be honest,
laugh.
you know, to do a live.
When
How did that
Florin
come
gets
about,
on
Florin?
camera and he invites people to come over, so he was walking over to people and he's saying, come and say hello to my fans."
So Florin, how did you end up at Paddock? Because I know you played against us like a couple of seasons ago. Like what
Yes.
happened there?
So I was playing for High United last season, but I don't know why we call West Disbury Chorlton and Reserve. I don't know, to be honest. So we finished the season, and I don't know what happened, but I want to start training and everything. And my old coach not have nothing for us in that moment. So my friends and everything start to find a team, and everything. And when I play against Stretford Paddock in the league, I like the team, you know, because I think was the best team in the league last season. To be honest, was the most top one. So I text them in Instagram. Sorry, do you have any trials? And they answered yes, of course. So okay, can you let me know the day and everything? So that was the first thing, to be honest.
You came along to the trials, didn't you, Florin?
Mhm.
And he certainly impressed on the day.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about Florin in and around the trials were at Openshaw, and there was a lot of conversations. We very quickly realised that Florin would fit in very well, and we were very impressed with what we saw.
I think what stood out for me on that trials day was you could hear him from across the other side of the pitch. So the communication was really good.
You was there as well.
Loud. I was down there. Yeah, I saw everything. Yeah, I've been down the last couple of trials for the last couple of seasons, and you know, if you compare the last couple of seasons, you really stood out amongst everybody because that communication, the footwork, the passing, your shot stopping. So I came over to watch your team just because you was there and see how you was performing. So yeah, really stood out on that day.
Florin, have you always been a goalkeeper?
No.
Where did you play before?
I was a striker, to be honest.
Don't listen to him.
No, honestly, I was a striker when I was young, you know, when I was a kid. So I don't know, because I must start to play football when I have 7, 8 years. So I like to score goals and everything. And one day in school, my goalkeeper, because we're doing so tournaments, get injured. So I go in there, and everybody told me, "Wow, mate, you're so good there. Stay there." So everything started like that, to be honest.
And do you still think you can be a striker now?
What do you ask Florin every time we get a penalty?
I need a pen because they can't shoot, to be honest. I don't know why. You know, I'm the best one, to be honest. I don't know why.
Have you mentioned this to Stu?
Oh, we have.
Him say yes, but if we win about 3 or 4-0, you know, something like that. I don't know, but him need to trust me more. You know, honestly, I understand why, because if you see I'm new in the team and everything, so you need to win that confidence. You know.
Do you ever do that thing at training where you all have like a penalty contest and whoever wins takes the penalties? Does that still happen?
Sometimes when we finish training, we make some shoots, you know. So Joe, Zach, Omar, people like that start shoot. So I say sometimes, "Hey Joe, come here and start shoot some pens to see who win or something like that." And every time it's Joe or Joao, the best one, to be honest.
You took a penalty last week, didn't you, though, Florin?
Oh yes, doing that.
Tell them about you. Tell them about it.
So
what
Claire,
we did with you on Tuesday.
so Claire was watching some funny videos. You know, you put the ball in the penalty and you spin around like 10 times.
Called
And
dizzy penalties.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Hey, I must score the first one, eh? You know.
So yeah,
Imagine.
that will be. You'll see that shortly. That will be becoming a bit of a reel that'll go out.
That was funny, to be honest.
What's your favourite Paddock moment so far, Florin? You've been in the team for coming up to a year now. Like, what's your happiest Paddock?
When I have the clean sheet against St Helens, to be honest. And that day was my birthday as well, you know. So I think I keep that moment, to be honest. That game was so special as well. We worked hard that week, and we do like a video. So to be ready for everyone, we need the members to support us in the game, and that was really good because when the members is there supporting us, I think everyone feel that feeling we can win every game.
And do you have this kind of feeling with your defenders that like a clean sheet is like scoring a goal? Like it means something to you guys.
Oh yes, I don't know. I think keep the clean sheet is good, to be honest, but I'm not bothered. To have clean sheet. I prefer to win the game. For me, it's more important to win they have they keep the clean sheet. To be honest, it's good. Because you feel good. Nobody score against you, but I prefer to win the games.
Florin, can I ask you a question about the ST Helens game?
Yeah, of course.
Liam Diggle took a free kick in the first half, didn't he?
Yeah,
And
I touched that ball.
it was for about 20
Mate,
yards, and he absolutely
zoom.
smashed that.
Mate,
you
you
got
need to make
for
zoom.
me, you got a fingertip to that, didn't you?
Definitely.
You did, didn't you?
Yes,
Tipped it on the bar.
Steve called me lunatic. Don't trust that lunatic. Mate, I save it. If I don't touch that ball, maybe hit the crossbar and go inside. You never know. But I know because my reaction, I don't know, but I feel the ball in my fingers. Basically, with the fingers, something like this.
Great save.
He hit that so hard. Like I've watched it on the replay a few times, and I just thought only Florin knows if he touched that because he just.
And I record in the game. I can send you because if you see it, but it's not see well. But if you make zoom, maybe you can see it. But definitely, I touch the ball, mate. Trust me.
I stood on the sideline, Florin. I said to Craig immediately after, I said, "Florin, save that. He's got a fingertip to that somehow." Yeah.
Michael as well told me, "Wow, that was great save, Florin." Thank you, bro.
So Florin, you've got an interesting backstory. So, like, what's your footballing background? Because you're originally from Romania, right? And then you spent a lot of your younger years in Spain.
Yes.
So you have quite a different background to most of the people in the squad. How did you end up in Manchester?
Wow, it's long history, mate. It's something about love,
Women,
so,
which you've been told to stay away from.
Yeah, it's something about love. I came here with my girlfriend, and we finished. So I decided to came here in my own because I want to fight for my dream. Is to be professional goalkeeper. So I think here I have more chance than Spain. For that reason, I'm here.
Well, we're glad you are, mate, because you've been fantastic for us this season.
Well, thank you so much, boss.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions from our members. So apart from yourself, of course, who would you say is the funniest member of the Paddock squad?
That's hard.
Who makes you laugh the most, Florin?
It's between Michael, maybe. KO sometimes because KO with me is so funny, to be honest. And I will say as well Omar.
KO'd for me. He sometimes makes me laugh just by being there.
When I start to talk with him, I don't know, we similar in laugh for nothing,
Yeah.
So maybe for that, But every guy from there is good, I think I have good experience with everyone. I love everyone, to be honest. But if I need to say more confidence to talk about anything, I will say Joe, Michael, and Omar.
So Michael Olatunji or Mike Taylor?
Michael, the centre back.
Yeah.
All right, and who is the best dressed player in the squad? Who's the most fashionable?
Oh, wow. That's hard, to be honest, as well, Fashion.
Not Joe with those massive things he had on his feet the other weekend, that's for sure.
The Adidas.
The fashion you say like good dress or like
like who's got the most style?
I don't know. I will say Tommy, to be honest, because Tommy look like so classic, so I like more that stuff, when we have the Christmas dinner, everyone dressed so good, but the most who called me the attention was Tommy. It's like classic.
And do you think other people might say you are the most stylish?
No. Me, for example, no, because my clothes is different. Because in Spain we don't dress like that. So it's different.
How do you feel about the season so far? We're second in the league at the moment. Do you think we're in a good position? Do you feel confident that we've shown our best?
To be honest, I think we're doing so well.
Yeah.
100% we're gonna pass the. To be honest, I'm expect to finish first or second. Honestly, I mean, I have my confidence is so high. And more when I see when we play games and we play so good. Sometimes I'm a little angry because we lost against shit teams. I don't know how we lost against more United, for example. I don't know how. I don't know what happened, to be honest. But that's the problem, It's football in the end of the day, and you never know what happened,
Yeah, you think it's predictable sometimes, even in the Cheshire League, and you just get some real freak results some weeks that you can't explain.
We literally can't. We just literally can't take anybody for granted in this league. It doesn't matter whether they're top or bottom.
That's it,
So we got 9 games to go, guys. If we win all 9, then we're getting promoted. So that's
you believe in us, and that's it. If you believe in us, we're gonna show to the members who we are and what we can do.
So another question for you, Florin, from the members. Obviously, you've played against Paddock before for West Didsbury and Chorlton, and now you've played with us, and you've seen what the other teams are like. Is it different playing for Paddock than it is for other teams?
Yes, because when I was playing for West Didsbury Chorlton last season, I was new as well, so the coach don't give me the confidence to be the first goalkeeper, and I was miles better than other one. I'm not gonna say, I don't know, but I think I'm really good goalkeeper, so I can go in high level and everything. So with Paddock, yes, I have, for example, that chance to show what I can do, and that give me more strength in myself. With another team wasn't like that, because was like for the first 10 games was half and half. You can't do that if you are a goalkeeper,
But you're playing half a game.
Yeah, it's half a game. The first 10 games was like this. But when I start with Stretford Paddock and I see everything start with Droydon, because we have the friendly against Droydon and I play only the last 15 minutes. So I was a little nervous because I see too many people and everything. So Steve put me in the last 15, 20 minutes, So when I see that stuff and everything, so I was thinking I need to work hard to win my place, And here I am. I'm the number 1.
You are definitely our number 1, Florin.
Oh, thank you, Claire.
Was it Martin we had in goal?
Yes, when we started, yes, Martin was here as well with me and everything, and him told me, bro, just keep working because you're good and you're gonna be the first one. And I said that to him. Thank you so much, Martin. You're good person.
Did we have Mason at that point as well? Did we still have Mason at that point?
Yeah, he played a few games, Mason.
I don't know if Mason at the Droylsden game. I can't remember.
No, Mason wasn't there.
Back end. Yeah.
Or was it Martin?
Yeah, Martin played the first 65 or 75 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
So I remember for years we had a goalkeeper kind of issue, didn't we? We just couldn't really get a consistent performer. And then Martin came in and was fantastic for one season. We know he's in his kind of twilight of his career, let's say. And then he got that really bad injury.
Got a really bad injury.
That might be the end of him, really. And then out of nowhere, we just signed this goalkeeper from social media who's, played against us before. And, suddenly goalkeeping is one of our, strongest points of the team, really, where you don't really have a concern because we've got, Florin when he's fit. And then we've got
Jalal has been fantastic.
Yeah,
Jalal as well is doing so well, to be honest. Impressed me a lot.
But you and Jalal work very closely this season together, haven't you? You spend a lot of time in training together. You train every week together. And I think Jalal's improvement, obviously Jalal's with our under-21s, and Jalal's improvement this season has been huge. And Jalal's just grown in confidence, but I think Florin's helped very much with that. I mean, even at the game,
we help each other, to be honest, Claire, because I can learn stuff from him and him as well, from me.
Yeah, but I think, for example, he was very nervous at stepping into your shoes with you.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You were very encouraging and very supportive of him and sort of, really goading him on and giving him the confidence he needed by being there at the side of the pitch and giving him that confidence. I think, you know, you've both been fantastic for each other this season. I think it's been great to see.
I think Chris was absolutely right. You go back a few seasons and we had a real crisis with the goalkeeper side of things. We didn't have any depth. And I remember Steve saying back end of 22-23 against Westies and Chorlton that we really need to sort out the goalkeeper issue and someone of a higher quality. But then, like Chris say, in comes Martin, then in comes Florin. Plus, we've got Jalal in that depth as well. So we're very blessed right now to have these fantastic goalkeeping options.
We've also got two fantastic goalkeepers at under 16 that are showing a lot of promise.
But are they good at Instagram Live at halftime? Because it's a full-time job now.
No one will get the reaction that Florin has got from Instagram Live. I don't even know really how that happened. I had my phone in my hand and he said something at the game, didn't you? And I said, "What, you want to go live?" And yeah, give me your phone, I'll go live. And before I knew it, I'd got no phone for that game. And Florin was live on Instagram talking to his fans.
Yeah.
Where did that idea come from, Florin? You just got bored and wanted to like talk to people?
I don't know. I don't know. It just happened like that. You know, I'm a random. You know, I'm just thinking something and I'm gonna try to do it. You know.
It was literally 5 minutes before the game, wasn't it, Florin? We just
Saul as well.
Conversation between me and Florin, and yeah, I just said, okay, run with it, go for it, I'll let you do it. So that's what we did.
And then I saw post-match interviews as well. Was that last weekend? Like Florin on the pitch interviewing like Michael and I can't remember who else.
No, that was Damani and Joao.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So the members, you know, who is doing the social media.
It's the interns, so it's the social media team. Just decided that they'd like to get Florin involved, and that it'd be a good angle to take because obviously Florin's got a great relationship with all the players. So to see him have a chat with his players after the game about what had just happened was the ideal thing to do at the time, and Florin kindly agreed.
Every time if I can, you know.
I guess that's the kind of thing you don't do at different clubs, right? That's a sort of a unique thing that Paddock.
To be honest, I never do something like that, you know, because in Spain as well, when I was playing football, we don't have like that cameras taking pictures or something like this. You know, it's my first time when I see something like that, you know. So I'm excited to do it. To be honest, you know.
You love the camera, don't you, Florin?
I love to play football. To be honest, you know, the camera is the second one, you know. Yes. You know, but if somebody comes to me to tell me, can I speak with you with the camera? I'm going to say yes, you know, obviously.
Well, I was going to wrap this up, Florin, by asking you if we're going to get promoted this season, but you've already told us all that we're going to finish first. So we don't need to worry. We don't need to stress. It's all in control.
No. We're gonna pass to the next league. Definitely 110%, mate. Trust me. You know,
I'm convinced, guys. I don't know.
I'm gonna give my 100%, you know, for the 9 games what we have left, you know, and I'm gonna give the emotion for every single player to fight every single ball to win the games and to finish happy, you know, is what we need in the end of the day.
That is a perfect moment to wrap it up, I think. We've got extreme confidence in the squad. We've got nothing to worry about, and we're all in high spirits ahead of the weekends. Claire, we're playing Wythenshawe Reserves at the weekend, aren't we? Cup game. Is it still going ahead?
It is, as far as I'm aware. It will be confirmed tomorrow for definite. But the league have asked us to reverse the fixture because it is supposed to be a home game, but Hyde United are playing at home with the same kickoff time. So we can't play there. So it's looking like we're going to play it away and reverse the fixture so that we can get the game played and keep the season on track.
All right, well, that's good insight to know ahead of the weekend. Everybody's confident in the squad, Florin especially so. So hopefully, you know, we progress to the next round and then that momentum into a very big league game the following week against Mersey Valley.
I'm not sure if that's been changed as well. Fixtures have been changing throughout the day today. I don't think we've got Mersey Valley on that date now. I think that's changed.
Any reason why?
This Saturday, so that we keep playing, it's reversed and it's okay with the other team. They've got a pitch, but it's saying Mersey Valley's ground is not available on the 8th of March.
Has our limb fixture been pushed back as well?
They've all been changed today. Yeah. Throughout the day, they were changing constantly.
Interesting. Keep
We
conspiracy theories to myself today, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I called this at about 11 o'clock this morning. But
So
yeah.
this coming weekend, obviously, we've got Withenshaw Reserves away in the J.A. Walton Cup. Then the week after, we haven't got a game. Then on the 15th of March, we are away to St. Helens, or St. Helens, as Florin
St. Helens.
them.
St. Helens.
And then the following week, the 22nd of March, we are away to Mersey Valley.
Okay.
Okay, so it's still in the same month.
And then we've also got a game on the 29th of March at home to Newton Le Willows.
So the limb has been moved as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, Lim's not there at all right now.
They must be out of strikes now, surely. They've dodged this fixture for most of the season.
I can't answer that. All I know is that the league emailed me this evening to say they've reversed Saturday's game and there'd been some changes because of the Mersey Valley pitch not being available.
All right then, guys. Well, on that bombshell, I'm going to wrap this up. But firstly, thank you, Florin, for taking the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good luck on Saturday and good luck with the recovery.
Thank you so much, boss. Honestly, thank you.
Okay, it's bye from Claire.
Bye-bye.
Bye from Stu.
Up the paddock. Thanks, Florin.
Oh, good lad. Good lad.
See you guys up the paddock.
Up the paddock. Vamos.